Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of The Oval, Season 4, Episode 11. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and I also do reactions. If you return, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. So, we have two comments from last week's video. The first one is from Karima. Hey, boo. Hey T, been waiting for you. Nancy must didn't believe the cult so bad because she went to the Rackadoosh camp. I'm like, that made utterly no sense to me. Like, these people came into your house, did a and like knocked you to the side and stole your grandbaby. That's one sign that these were no good people, that they was bad. And then you know that they ran your husband, your son's on again, off again girlfriend, plus your family friend, shot at them and ran them off the road. These are not good people. If they was good people, y'all would have been able to go, hey, that's my grandbaby over there. She'd be like, hey, that's my granny. And the police be like, y'all need to get this woman her grandbaby back. You need to get this man his child back. And they'd be like, oh, okay, we just thought she wanted to be with her mama. That's, some good people. These people they under like lock and key and doggone fortresses and all kind of security. And you thought it was a good idea to go to that camp. Police. Anyway, thanks, Karima, for the I'm talking all fast. I apologize. I had a little coffee this morning. But yeah, Anthony to sit down somewhere. But thanks you, Karima, for the comments. I got another one from William Bullard. I'm hoping I said your name right. Like, ready for Simone to catch what's going on. I'm like, yeah. And I'm kind of sort of thinking that she caught what's going on this episode, because of the way she was like looking, and I don't think nobody was catching what was going on, but I was catching what was going on. But yeah, let's get into that. Thank you, William Buddha, for the comment. Thanks, boo. So we starting off where Nancy, she done got out the car because she didn't see the grandbaby Callie. Now, I don't know what her plan was going to be. Was she going to walk up there like, this is my grandbaby? The grandbaby's going to be like, hey, granny, that's my granny. And she was going to take the baby and get into the car and go about her business. But I don't know. But like, you in a location, you were at like a area where like few outsiders know. I'm gonna need you to get your lie together and stick to that lie, because you was able to lie to Richard for like during the 30 years that you had slept with his daddy, got pregnant by his daddy, gave that baby to your sister, and been paying her off for almost 30 years. So you good at lying and keeping up a good lie. I just don't know why you couldn't have done that in the moment. I guess you didn't have nobody with a gun to your face or any of that stuff, but she didn't got bopped in the head because she's like, y'all are a cult. I didn't mean that. Y'all are a church. So like, dude like bops her in the head and she starts having an asthma attack and all that other stuff. And I'm like, because he's trying to drag her away. And I was like, so y'all couldn't give her some of that doggone knockout powder that y'all gave old girl on Ruthless when she came there to investigate? Get it? Like somebody else going to investigate. Y'all couldn't have come up behind her and just like, hey, and then like looked through her purse and found out where she lived at and like took her somewhere close by there. But then you got, that nosy neighbor Jody would have seen everything. I mean, asking all kind of questions, but y'all could have knocked her out too. But like, how come she didn't get the privilege of getting some knockout powder on her and been sent back to her house? Anyways, where we at? We back at the pharmacy. And Kareem was being overly nice to Lily, even wiping her nose. And I'm like, sir, first of all, that's nasty. You don't know that woman. You don't be wiped. Like, the only nose that I had wiped that was not my own was my nephew's when they was little. And I washed my hands after that. And this was way before the panoramic was going on. They were little babies and they didn't know how to wipe their own noses. You over here wiping this grown woman's nose. It was like, But he was trying to be a good dude and like, hey, I know this shelter that you can go to and they can help you disappear. And I'm like, sir, little do you know that this woman got a whole crazy husband at home that is threatening her, and he got the power of the White House behind him. Now, if I'm looking off to the side, I got my notes on my computer and I am recording on my phone right now. So y'all gonna have to work with your girl. Where we at? Yeah, she get to tell him all of her and Donald's business. Like, I am married to this crazy fool who is in love with a man, and he is only with me because I am a good piece of arm candy. There is nothing that you can do for me, sir. There really isn't. And then I'm like, she just like left without paying for the medicine. Like, her purse was in the car last week, and that's why he wouldn't give her the medicine. But when she got to falling out and was all in all this kind of pain, he gave her one of the pain pills at the jar, which I still thought was stupid, but like, hey, we still going here. But like, we didn't see her go to the car and get her purse, so why are you giving her these pills? And like, is there no other pharmacy in the area that she could have gone to? She just happened to go to the one that Kareem was at. I guess for storylines, this is what we gotta do. Where we at? Oh yeah, Kareem, Sharon and Dale finally show up, and Kareem is all in his feelings because you was sleeping in Barry's bed. I know you was, because I can smell his cheap cologne. I'm like, sir, get out your feelings, because you had no problem, doggone, when she was still with Barry and was staying at his mom and daddy's house when you had her laid out on that countertop punching on her, where anybody could have walked in and seen it. So, sir, I'm gonna need you to stop. Where we at? Okay, y'all know Bobby over here flirting with Priscilla. I thought it was kind of cute. And Priscilla, she was flirting back too, but she let him know, I am a married woman. I got a ring on my finger, and I will not jeopardize, even though my husband, she didn't say that even though my husband was out here hunting on the first lady, I am not going to disrespect my marriage. I am not going to do that. I respect my vows. Sam may not, but I do. Sam came in looking all like, what y'all got going on? He's like, he seen it. He seen it. And Priscilla, she was giving off like, you kind of cute, Bobby and his beard. Yes, you are. And I don't know if it was Bobby and his beard wanted to get over Lily, because you know he was still in his feelings because Lily became the love of his life after like a week and a half of knowing her. Or was he looked at Priscilla, was like, Lily who? This is where it's at over here. And she was looking at him like, you know, if I was married, me and you we would be doing some things. Like, that was the look she was giving him. And like, you know, wait a minute. Sam, you know, he was all in his feelings, and she was like letting Sam know, I still got it. And I'm gonna let you know, if I wanted to be hunting on Bobby and his beard, I would be hunting on Bobby and his beard. Okay? But I'm not going to do that because I respect my vows, unlike you. She didn't say that, but that's what I was giving off. Where we at? Victoria, like, nobody is catching Victoria being nice to the vice president. Victoria is not nice to anybody at all. Any type of niceness that she kind of sort of shows is with Evil Sadiddy Grandma and Evil Sadiddy Grandpa. Everybody else doggone can get these, she would doggone read you up and down. She would talk about you like a dog. But nobody is noticing that she's like, oh, he's trying to help. He's just doing the job. Like, nobody, like, it seems like Donna was kind of sort of catching on to it. But I'm like, nobody is noticing that she is being nice. Hunter, he over there getting drunk out of his mind because he know information that don't nobody else know, and he trying to figure out who all knows this information. And the vice president and the second lady, they sitting there, and Victoria's about to lose her mind because the second lady keep on touching on her husband, which is also Victoria's side man, well, one of her side men, and she is over there like she is about to lose her mind every time the second lady touches on the vice president. We love each other. This is a good man over here. And Victoria, yeah, if looks could kill, yes. As they leave, and you know, it's time for the nice, nasty talk. I would like you to come over. Oh, would you really? Yes, girl, I would. And then the vice president's like, okay, you go ahead and go home. I'm going to stay here and do some work. Yeah, I'm going to need Second Lady Simone, I'm gonna need you to start noticing things. Because, like, why you want to stay here after, like, granted that is your job, but, like, you can, whatever you trying to do now, you couldn't do that at home. Because remember, we made the big old fuss that doggone these people was behind some heinous things. And I'm still not no one to, I'm thinking that he really thought, I'm thinking that the vice president really thought that Hunter was behind all this mess, but turns out it was the son behind all this mess. So now his like plan to take Hunter them down kind of like failed. So I don't know where this leaves his relationship with Victoria. It's like, well, if your husband ain't do that, ain't no point in us being together. I don't know if it was a real thing with her or was this an opportunity. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about that. We at? So, yeah. For whatever reason, alcohol and some nose sniff is giving Hunter some sort of clarity. Other people, it makes them like lose focus. To him, it's like everything is clear down. And he gives Victoria and Donald the toxicology report on creepy serial killer Jason and lets them know that wasn't Jason in the room. Y'all done doggone messed around and unalived the wrong person. This person had cancer. And it shows whatever medication y'all put up in old dude. Now, I'm assuming like when Victoria was administering this medicine so she could unalive creepy serial killer Jason, she wasn't like looking at his face and making sure it was him. Then again, I wasn't really looking at his face and making sure it was him either. It's like, this is a situation where we got to be quick, fast, and in a hurry. We ain't got time to be lollygagging and all that other stuff. But they looking like, okay, so where he at? He out on the loose. And at any time, he could just be spreading all of our business out here. What is going on? Now, speaking of him, he over at Alan's house because he ain't got nowhere to go. And I'm like, you was perfectly safe at that cabin. I mean, granted, it was you used to luxury and it was far from luxury. So if you so worried about your family coming to get you, why would you leave and be driving through town where people know what you look like and showing up at Alan's house? That didn't make no sense. But another thing that didn't make sense is, where did he get this extra black eye from? Because when he was in that cabin, his right eye was all, messed up. He get to doggone to Alan's house, and both of his eyes is black. Now, if anybody would happen to know Tyler Perry, or y'all would be so kind to get on the Twitters and on the Instagram and let Tyler Perry know, there is a young lady, her channel name on YouTube is Lady T506. And if you need somebody to come and work for you to let you know, hey, he didn't have two black eyes in that scene, so maybe we shouldn't give him two black eyes right now. Hey, Kareem's Pharmacy didn't look like this before. Where are all the changes coming from? Like certain things like that, so I can let him know, Tyler, I know this is your vision and all that stuff, but Jason didn't have two black eyes right there. Kareem, his pharmacy wasn't looking like that. Yeah, there's some things that you might want to know. You let Lily leave without paying for her medication. Things like that. But Alan, he's confused. Like, you supposed to be unalive. They having your funeral. What are you doing here? And he's like, my parents are trying to unalive me. And Alan wants to call Donald, but Jason's like, I got my pum out on you. And he talking about something, well, you owe me because you hit me in the head with a guitar. Like, he just like on jumping over the fact that you got hit with a guitar. First of all, he didn't know it was you because you was in the process of attacking Ellie. That's why you got hit in the head with a guitar. It wasn't like you was just walking down the street, down the halls at the White House and bam, he hit you in the head. No, you had broken and entered into their home and was in the process of attacking Ellie. I kid you not. I cannot be great. My husband's over there laughing. Wasn't laughing none before I did this video. But now he want to be all just laughing. Lastly, Kareem comes home and finds Barry knocked out. Now, I don't know why they took him to Kareem's house and why they didn't take her to his mama and daddy's house. I'm not really sure. I don't even know if Barry is still alive because it's seeming like he's on that new The Game reboot that's on Paramount Plus. I don't be watching it, but I like seeing commercials of it. So I was like, is this their way of getting rid of him over here so he can work over there? Is he going to be working both places? I don't know. And at this point, I'm Barry be working my nerves a lot. So yeah, and I guess he get that from his mama because doggone she be doing the most too. Like, ma'am, why did you think it was a good idea to go to that coke place? So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you were new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on to my beautiful face with my video. You can click on it, you can like it and share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come up and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.